Do you ever get frustrated like I do going to the store? You just run out of trunk space. Well, I got a solution. I'm going to measure the width of the trunk, and I'm also going to measure the height and the depth. First thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of scrap plywood that I got. This is perfect. It's 3/4 inches. It's going to work out great, nice and strong. I'm going to measure across 36 inches, which is the same width of my trunk, and I'm going to use a straight edge to make a line across there. I'm also on the line going to measure the depth, and I'm going to put a mark there also, and another line straight across. Using my skill saw, I'm going to cut it all the way across, and I'm going to have my board ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take this and cut off the last bit of it to make sure that it's 36 inches wide. Now I need 4 legs, and each of these need to be 15 inches. So I'm just going to take a regular piece of 2x4 and cut all 4 legs out. I'm going to sand the edges, get rid of all those splinters, and then I'm going to grab some 2.5-inch hinges. These packages are great. They come 2 inside each one, so I just need 2 packages, and they come with all the screws. I'm also going to pre-drill all the holes and put those in. I pre-drill because I don't want to split the end of the board when I put the screws in. Once I do that, I'm going to come in on all 4 corners of my plywood, and again, pre-drill, get all those done, put the board back on, and hinge it on there with the screws. And look at that. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to do all 4 corners. As you can see, they all flip down. That's another key to this. I'm going to flip it back over, lay it on its back, and what I'm going to do is grab some of this cheap mat that I got, and I'm going to cut it to size, but I'm going to cut it with a few inches over on each side. Flip that over, turn it upside down, and then put my shelf that's going to be upside down on it also. And I'm going to take a stapler with some good staples on it. I'm just going to flip that extra inches or 2 that I have and staple those down all the way around. Now when I get to the corners, that corner is going to bunch up too much, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off, and then it'll flip over and it won't be too thick, and again, staple those. Now, the one thing I've got to make sure of is when I get to the legs, I want to make sure that I cut that excess off so that when the legs flip up, they're straight on the plywood and they're not bunched up. See, just like that. Next step, I'm going to take it to the trunk and I'm going to put it in place and make sure it works. Pop it up, make sure the legs are straight, and look at all this. I can put all my groceries in there, everything, and not worried about anything getting crushed because now I've got extra room. Watch this. I can go ahead and put anything I need on that top shelf. Another great thing about it is it's going to keep it hidden. Keeps the sun off it during the summer and any peeping eyes that might look in the back of my trunk. And when I'm not in use, I can just flip those legs back up and it sits flat right inside my trunk. This thing was so easy to make out of a 2x4, some hinges, and it just gives me all that extra trunk space that I need. I hope you like this easy and simple traveling trunk hack as much as I did. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.